Hello, my loves. Long time no see. I have been weirdly crazy busy the last few months, so unfortunately, YouTube has taken a bit of a backseat. I have been thinking about you literally the entire time and thinking, like, when am I going to make a video again? I have so many ideas still, and I have actually written the scripts for like two other videos. And Dream World, I will be filming at least one more of the videos before I leave tonight. It's a Friday night, but it's actually my bestie's birthday, and we are going to dinner. So it's 4:30. I might be doing the kind of timeline thing again and being like, yeah, I totally have enough time to do that. We'll see. At the very least, I wanted to get this one out because the Wicked for Good final trailer dropped yesterday. And for you, yes, you specifically, that one over there, I denied myself the experience of watching that trailer until right this second because I thought, actually, I really want to film myself having a reaction to it, and I want to share that reaction with all of you fine people who so far only seem interested in my Wicked videos, which is fine, which is so fine. I know that I have like niched myself into that a little bit, and look, I still have a hyperfixation on Wicked. I think. It's like slightly gone down, but as soon as I saw that the trailer was out, I was like, "Oh, she's back. She really is obsessed still." I saw just like a little glimpse of Glinda and her cute fluffy outfit, and I was like, ah, "Oh my god, the brainworms, they're back." So yes, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to try and keep it relatively short and brief. It won't be a 90-minute session for now, but I will definitely be doing, just FYI, a reaction video when the movie comes out, obviously. But I just thought I would get myself back in here a little bit, try and do something slightly shorter, but like still fun, uh, and react to the video. I've never done a reaction video before, so I'm hoping that the like way that I've worked out how to do this, which is very much not what the pros do, is going to work and not look like shit. So I hope for your sake and mine, because I'm very type A and will be irritated with myself when it's not perfect. But I hope for all of our sakes that it at least is fine and watchable. But yes, so I kind of wanted to tell you like what I've been getting up to because it has been a little bit exciting. It's nothing like to do with YouTube, but like just exciting news. I bought a house, which is wild. It's so cute. It's a like a little pastel like weatherboard house, and it is pretty much like the house of my femme cottagecore dreams. It's like a 60s, yeah, the pastel blue, baby. I'm like so into it, and it has like a beautiful big yard. I will be doing so much gardening. Um, so far, most of my gardening has been around keeping my indoor plants alive, which is helped along by the fact that I have 7 million of them. So my ADHD brain can't like forget that I have them there. And also, hot tip for anybody who is like a bit of a black thumb and would like to get into indoor plants, get yourselves a really dramatic plant, like a peace lily. You will be able to tell like immediately whether they are like a little bit thirsty, and they are so dramatic about it that they're just like, "Ugh, mother, you've killed me." And you can then be like, oh, well, probably all of my plants are a bit thirsty. But you kind of can't tell from them until they're dead. Whereas this one will tell you. And so then you can be like, oh, fuck. And great thing about peace lilies is that they're so dramatic that you can kind of like still like, leave it another week or so. And they'll be really dramatic by that point. So you'll feel like really guilty and terrible. And then you water them and you water all the rest of your plants because you're like, oh my God, I'm killing all my plants. And then the peace lily will be like, just kidding, I'm fine. Anyway, why did I go down this? Anyway, but yes, recommend that for if you want indoor plants. And I guess I'm just saying that I will be living out my cottagecore dreams. But that I do need to work on my ability to actually like grow outdoor plants. But I think that that is all part of the process of becoming the woman who deep in my soul I know I am to be, which is just really gay and outside. Actually, let's be real. Outside is not the way that you would describe me. Anyway, in my garden, just like having a cute time on the patio. That's the kind of outdoorsy I am. I like a hike every now and then. Why are we talking about this? I'm sorry. Anyway, I bought a house. That's very exciting. That is why I have been really distracted for the last few months. I haven't even moved in yet, so I'm still in my old place, but it's this whole long process, lots of legal things and stuff. I feel very grown up because I've had to like sign contracts and I'm like talking to a lawyer, talking to like a broker. I have a broker now. Who is she? So grown up. But yes, very exciting, very like, yeah, feel very lucky and blessed and just like, what the fuck? Never ever thought that that would be something that I would be able to do. So I feel very fortunate that that is happening. And then I've just been really busy with work. I've been doing another really cool thing with my friends is we've been putting on a queer club night. So we had our first one. I think it was June, and that also like took up a lot of headspace. It was really fun, and we've got another one. Our second one is coming up for Halloween because, like, you know, gay Christmas, so that will be super fun. And yeah, and then I went on holiday. I went to Japan, so time's just been kind of flying. Um, but I have been thinking about you guys a lot, and so I'm like super happy to be doing something again. And I'm very excited to be back on the Wicked train, and I hope you guys enjoy this. So sorry for the long intro. I'll try and cut that down a little bit in the edit, so at least it's like not the same length as me reacting to the video, but we'll see. Anyway, yes, let us get into the trailer. So excited. So excited. Okay, so apparently the version that we're going with is kind of a like, setup. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm like shocked at how excited I am actually. I think I did genuinely think that I was like I thought that maybe the Wicked thing had kind of like passed a little bit for me, but it hasn't. It has not. Okie dokie. I hope that I've got the right one. This is far out. It's got like 1.6 million views already, and it came out yesterday. Wicked for Good, final trailer. Ah! So excited. We're pressing play. Deep breaths, everybody. Deep breaths. Oh my god, she's so beautiful. Oh, she looks so sad. She looks so sad! Oh, she's putting on her crown, but she looks so sad because she misses Elphie. Obviously. And, sorry, oh my god, I'm literally 5 seconds in. But her starting with couldn't be happier as she like sadly puts her crown on in her beautiful gown. It's ironic, obviously, because she's not happy because she misses Alfie so much. Oh my god, I'm back, baby. I am so obsessed already. I'm 5 seconds in. What the fuck?
It's more important than ever.
Oh, so lush. Oh my god, I love the outfits. They're so cute. Oh my god. Ari's, like, I mean, her first outfit, iconic. And then I think maybe it won't matter because I'm kind of going back and forth. But that second outfit that she is wearing with the hat and the like, oh my god, iconic. Is she in like, yeah, what's the like the little brooch on her is like a little butterfly. So cute. Her little ombre pink gloves. Oh my god, iconic. Oh, so beautiful. Also little Bowen Yang, his cute little like uniform, so cute. I am really loving like the color scheme that they've got going on here. It's so cute. Oh, Michelle Yeoh in the back, looking iconic as always. That like the green and the gold gown. Oh my god, cute. And is that a pink train that I spy behind them, or is that just a pink building? Either way, I love it. Okay, pressing unpause again. 7 seconds in.
That you lift everyone's.
Oh, sorry. Pause 1 second. The cute little munchkin kitties singing in their cute little outfits. Oh, close up of Michelle Yeoh as well. Her earrings, oh my god, her hair. She is a stunner. Oh my god, she's so beautiful.
Spirits.
Bing! It is a pink train! Ah! Oh my god, cute! Ah! Oh my god, why am I like so giddy about this? Ah! Oh my god, I love this movie so much. I'm so excited. Ah! Oh my god, pink train.
Does that do what I think it does?
No. Tap to Popo. Oh my god, cute.
No way! I'm obsessulated.
I am also obsessulated. Cute.
The wand really sells it.
The wand does sell it.
Is what happens
Linda, the girl.
when all your dreams come true.
Oh my god, we're about to see Cynthia. Oh, sorry, go back to the Glinda the Good and the Wicked on the other side, and the pink and the green. Oh my god, it's so good. It like, does it look like more lush to you guys than the first movie? I feel like the color is like even more poppy. Yeah, iconic. Oh, the sets are so good.
It's the Wicked
Okay.
Witch.
Cynthia. It's the Wicked Witch. Yes, bitch. I was alive. You know
You
where.
can wave that wand all you want, but you have no real power.
Cynthia arriving. That's so dumb. Oh my god. You can wave that wand all you like, but you have no real power. Clocked. Oh god, they both look so beautiful. Okay, let me go back.
You can wave that wand all you want, but you have no real power.
Sorry, but the little like wobble in Ari's lip when she's being told like, you have no power. She misses her. They're my little sad lesbians, okay? Oh my god, I'm literally only 55 seconds in. We'll get through this. Cynthia's voice is just like actually beyond me. She's so amazing. That sound, oh, I just know I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. And like, just get over it, okay? Because we're all crying, okay? We're all gonna cry. And if we're not, join me because it's fun. Loving the like little glimpse here of the castle on the cliff. Oh, this is obviously a duh. This is the castle. But I was like, we haven't seen it from this angle before, so it is going off into like the wastelands, I think, which I don't think I realized before. Maybe that was really clear in the first movie. And I've either forgotten that or I didn't realize, even though I watched it 6 times.
I'm a public figure now. People expect me to lie. Be encouraging.
Oh, they are doing the cat fight. Okay. So I'm going to go back to 105.
I'm a public figure now. People expect me to lie. Be encouraging.
Okay, so their cat fight is straight after the Be Encouraging, and it's in Munchkinland. It was in Munchkinland in the musical, right? Like yeah, because they're in the cornfields. Oh, that's not in the town. So that's interesting that they're changing that up. I mean, I suppose it doesn't really matter much. It just like gives them more of a stage setup, I suppose. But I wonder if that means that like the Munchkins will be a bit more involved in that cat fight. Also, like, I will say, I mean, we haven't really seen a good full shot of Elfie yet, but mm, her outfits have kind of like, I mean, okay, let me pause for a second. I'm being like so Glinda here. Her outfits have like gotten a bit more raggedy and whatever, but I guess that makes sense because she's been on the run. Um, has she only been wearing the same outfit since she ran away? Because that would make me sad because then I would be like, babe, like your girlfriend packed you a whole bunch. I mean, she didn't. She gave you that dusty old cloak and we all cried. And it wasn't a cloak, it was just a piece of cloth and it was really dusty. But we still all cried. Couldn't you have gotten a little seamstress out there? Oh my god, I'm so Glinda. I mean, she always looks beautiful, that's fine, but like, I just want her to be well cared for. And who better to do that than her femme girlfriend, okay? The catfight scene, I think I said in the first video that I made about Wicked, I am like quite torn about it because I don't love the thing of, you know, girls having a catfight over a man. And I think that like obviously even in the musical it's not just about that. But I just like I want it to be less slapstick and I want it to be more serious because clearly it is going to be in it. And I think like as I think it was one of my commenters said, one of my wonderful commenters pointed out that the uh like they would have to do the cat fight because they'd kind of already alluded to it with them doing like the staff fighting in the first movie, and that it would like make so much sense if then they had that to follow through in the second, and that's so true. So yeah, I'm like I am into it, but I'm really just hoping that okay, look, I know that my hopes will be for naught, but I'm hoping that they clash clash and then they're sort of like right in each other's faces with the staff just like between their faces and they're like really close to each other and they're sort of like, oh, I'm so angry at you, but also, you know, just like a little, just for a treat. And I think I might be right. I don't think I might be right, but I want to be. Okay.
You can't resist this.
All the animals in the cages. Ugh. Okay, so they're clearly like going to talk like way more about the animals, which is great. Because I feel like it does get a little bit lost in the musical. Like it is kind of the core of the show and the story. It's much more of the core. I think I did talk about this in the first video. It's like much more of it in the book, as is the lesbianism. So I'm gonna need more of that too, please.
You can't resist this.
Who could?
You know who could.
So what does that mean? So is Fiora, I mean, Fiora is obviously not saying you can't resist this. Like it's not about love. Power, I'm guessing. I just hate that Fiora gets the kind of like the good guy like edit on all of this. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Glinda is just a more complex character, I guess. And she can still be like, you know, from the first video, I love her and I am a Glinda defender till I die. But I'm also not like, I'm not going to argue that she is completely blameless and like perfect and innocent, because that's kind of the point, is that none of them are. I'll go on my whole like rant again about like people being grey and whatever. But I don't know, I'm hoping that maybe the angle of this to like having us watch the trailer to be like, Glinda is like clearly the one in the wrong here, and like they're fighting so much like already. And like, yes, obviously that is true, but we know like how we left off. We know we left at the end of part one in this way where, for me at least, I think it is really clear that they had this kind of like silent understanding with each other through the final song, that they're limited in what they can do, but together they could be unlimited. Obviously, you know, that's the whole point of the song, right? And that kind of what they're saying is that neither of them can do what the other can do. I have my whole breakdown about it in the first one if you'd like to watch that. But just like basically being that Glinda has this political power that Elphaba doesn't, and just the sort of like charisma, and she can work that sort of social angle, but doesn't have the magical power that Elphaba does. And so Elphaba has this magical power, but she doesn't have the charisma and kind of political nous that Glinda does. And so neither of them are like able to do what the other one can do, and they have their limitations. Neither of them can also act on those things together because they both have to do them separately, like in different spheres, right? So Glinda can continue to be politically powerful in some way by staying and sort of separating herself from Elphaba, whereas Elphaba has to leave to use her magic. Although we could argue that she could have stayed and like tried to take over from the wizard or whatever, but like we know that she's not personally going to be able to do that, and obviously we've already seen that happen, so that's fine. But yeah, and we know that Glinda obviously doesn't do this perfectly. And my thing, I guess, is that like Glinda never really cared about the animals all that much. That's not her like fight that she really cares about. And we can argue back and forth about whether that means that she's a bad person or not. But the thing that Glinda cares about is Elphie, and about just being happy, I guess, which, you know, for me, I think it's quite clear that she knows that the way to be happy is to be with Elphie. Whether you think that that's romantically or not, she knows that Elphie is like her number one. And so that's why I think it's kind of been made clear to us from that beginning opening of the trailer of her singing "Couldn't Be Happier" while looking desperately fucking sad, that she knows that she's not happy, which is the one thing that she probably cares about the most, because Glinda is selfish ultimately. But yeah, I think that she also does genuinely really love Elphaba, whether as a friend or not. And yeah, it's always so interesting though, like I do find myself talking a lot about Glinda, but then I'm also like, well, we haven't really seen heaps of Elphie yet, so I guess we will see.
There's a house, and it's flying through the sky.
Oh, tornado.
I'm off to see the wizard.
Oh, the lion is so cute. Oh my god, he's so sweet. His little like boop. Also like cool to see. We will probably be seeing a bit more of Dorothy. Sorry, someone came in and I had to cut because we were having a little chat. But yeah, so trying to remember where I was. Cute little lion, and we're seeing Dorothy from the back. I think that's the exact same scene that we saw in the original trailer, like when that first came out. So other than I don't think we'd seen that shot of cute little lion. So not 100% sure if we're going to be seeing Dorothy more clearly. But yeah, I really do think I spoke about this in my Too Gay Too Furious part 2 video. We know that Alicia Weir is a theatre girly, so I just think it would be weird if they didn't have her sing a song. So I think that I think Dorothy will have something to sing. And I mean, I'm not holding out hope for it in the trailer because I feel like that would be something that they want to surprise us with. But maybe we'll get to the end and we'll be like, oh, there's clearly a Dorothy song in here. Anyway, let's unpause.
Bring me the broom of the wicked witch of the west. So I have proof that she's dead.
Stop this. It's gone too far.
Okay, so we at least have, well, actually, Okay, so we have the wizard saying to bring the broom of the witch, and then we have Glinda saying, "Stop! This has gone too far." My immediate thought, of course, because that's how they've edited it, is that she's saying that to the wizard. But maybe she's not. Maybe she's saying that to Elfie when they have their argument before Elfie goes off with Fiero at the engagement party, which, once again, in the part 2 video that I made, I have a feeling that it might be their wedding rather than engagement party, because I feel like that would just be much more dramatic. Anyway, I won't make a point about Glinda saying that, because I sort of have a feeling maybe she's not saying it to the wizard. I think that they've just edited it to make it look like she is. And even if she is, I mean, look, as I say, #1 Glinda defender, but I suppose it's not anything like amazing for her to be like, it's gone too far. I mean, maybe it is, because, like, you know, if as everybody, actually, you know what, I'm completely rewriting everything I'm saying. If, you know, everyone who goes on and on about like Glinda just being like completely selfish and not having any thoughts for anybody else, particularly Elphaba, like, Glinda could very easily, if she was that sort of person, just be like, the wizard is all powerful. I'm not going to say anything. He's put me in this position of power, which I know I don't truly deserve, but I'm just here as like a PR spin kind of gal. And like, this is the only way that I can be powerful in the way that I want to be and to be like adored and everything. If that is the way that you read Glinda, which it's not totally how I read her, if you hadn't guessed, I think that she wouldn't say anything to the wizard. She would be like, well, you know, Alfie's dug her own bed. She's made her own bed. And so, like, I'm not going to stick up for her in any way that could like jeopardize my position. But she's not like that. And I think that if that is the scene that is happening, if she is saying that to the wizard, then that is an indicator of her not being like that, and her actually like being willing to put herself out there, even if it's a small thing. Like, that would, you know, that's obviously very small compared to what Elfie has done of like burning it all down as she leaves. But as we've already discussed, that's like, Glinda doesn't have the power to do something like that. If she does that, she just like burns all her bridges and is basically then functionally useless. So I don't know. And then, you know, maybe it's possible, like I said, that they've edited it so it looks like she's saying that to her, but maybe she is saying it to Elfie, in which case my point is moot. But who knows? Maybe I'm right. And if I am, I don't know. It's just a small thing, but I think that could be interesting. Okay.
Elphaba, they're coming for you.
Just look at me. Not with your eyes.
Okay, back on my gay shit again. Stop. The way both their eyes are like glistening with tears. Not with your eyes. Don't look at me with your eyes. Don't look at me with those eyes, babe. Stop. I'll kiss you. Stop. Stop. They're in love. Okay.
But theirs.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives.
Handhold. Handhold. And I'm going to need my hand held because For Good is about to start. And you know I'm going to cry.
For a reason. Here's the plan.
Sorry. I've already seen just like a little, I tried to pause and it's already given me something later that I want to also react to. But them on the broom through a sea of pink stars. I'm sorry, but is there anything gayer than that? No, I don't think so. Maybe I am gonna get what I want. Are we all gonna get a lesbian ending? Is this everything I've ever dreamed of? Am I right? Like I always am. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Mm, mm-hmm. Okay. Anyway, and then I've seen a second thing that I need to react to, but I gotta go back. So I gotta react to that properly. Because there's a plan. Oh my god, there's a plan. I'm gonna go back to 202 and rewatch the glitter scene.
That people come into our lives for a reason. Here's the plan. I have no plan.
Well, I do.
She has no
Oh,
plan.
thank Oz.
Haven't you heard?
Okay, so all right. Cute, funny comedy moment of Glinda obviously not having a plan. But this is a significant change that I'm seeing, right? Significant. Mm-mm. Significant moments. They didn't have a plan together in the original. Mm-mm. And I think I might have said, I had it in my notes, but I can't remember if I actually said this in the part 2 video that I made. I was like, imagine if we get something like a letter between the two of them to show that over this like 5-year period or however long it's been, they have been talking to each other and that they have had contact and have had a mutual plan about how to go about things. And I think if I said anything about it, which I can't remember if I did, but if I did, I think I probably would have been like, I think it's unlikely. Because I did think it was unlikely. But, huh, that seems like I might have been right. That seems like maybe I was right. And that they're doing something different and a bit more gay. I mean, look, okay, sure. They don't have to be gay to have a plan together, a little gay plan, but they do have to be talking to each other. And that, at the very least, oh, that's very exciting to me. Because that means that there's a possibility, like, whether or not they have been. Okay, what is the point? Where is the point that they would have started working together if they're saying, like, oh, we've got a plan? Have they been working together this entire time and the fight and everything is just like the cat fight and those scenes earlier in the trailer where they've been like, you're a liar or like you're, not powerful, blah, blah, blah. Was that all just for show? To show everybody in Munchkinland and whatever that Glinda's still on the opposite side? Or was it still real and either it was just something that had happened even though they had been working together beforehand, but then the grief of like everything that goes on with Nessa Rose and the hurricane, tornado, whatever, is like just like a little grief moment of like anger and like other stuff coming up. Because just because they've been working together, if they have, doesn't mean that everything's been hunky-dory, of course. The other option is that they have been fighting up until this point, or at least not talking, and then all of this happens, and then post... what would the timing have to be? So it would have to be post the cat fight, so post Nessa Rose's death, but... okay, so... no, alright. So during the cat fight, Fiero is taken, and that's when he becomes the Scarecrow. Spoilers. But so it's not very long in the show, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it can't be longer in the movie. But they don't look like they're outside when they're having this discussion, and it's nighttime. So, I mean, I guess like a day could have passed or whatever, but like if they know that Fiero is being tortured, unless they just like came together to try and like figure it out together, to try and like save Fiero, and maybe that's what's brought them together. I don't love that, but like I guess that could make sense. And like, I guess I can see two lesbians trying to save their gay boyfriend. That's cute. That's cute. I can dig that. That's fine. Anyway, let's continue. But this is giving me life. I'm very excited. Okay.
You heard? I'm the Wicked Witch of the West.
The comet pulls the morning as it passes the sun, like a sea dropped by a skybird in the distance.
This is the work of the Wicked Witch.
Who can say if I've been changed for the better? Because I knew you.
What have you done to me?
Okay. Sorry. That song really, really does something for me. So beautiful. I'm, I'm, I'm gonna sob in the movie theaters. Oh my god, I just can tell already. But I did just see a glimpse of Fiero and Elphaba in the woods. So I think that means that, unfortunately for me, they will be doing that song. What's the one that I hate? The one where they like musical have sex. What's it called? I have it written down because I never remember it because I don't like it. As long as you're mine. Okay. Oh wait. Okay, yeah, so that's before Nessa Rose dies. Yeah, I kind of hope that I had kind of hoped that they'd cut it, but obviously they didn't, and that's fine. I love hetero romance. It's great. It's great. But it's fine. It's fine. Sometimes we need to get past the hetero to just see to the gayness. And I will be. Oh, I will. I will be seeing past it. Going, that's gay. Yeah, anyway, whatever. I only paused to say that because all the rest I'm like, oh, I can't really see anything new. Okay, and then now we have Bok turning into the Tin Man. Spoilers.
Because I knew you. Because I knew you.
Oh, interesting. So, okay, love this. Love. Okay, so I know that in the second video I did talk about the disability rep scene of Nessa Rose walking because of the shoes, and how Marissa had like worked with the filmmakers a lot to make sure that the disability rep was good. And we'd all sort of wondered like how are they going to do that, because like it's obviously still a pretty like iconic part of the story to have the shoes do something to Nessa Rose, and like that's part of the reason that like the scene with Bok happens and all of that is around the shoes, right? And her kind of like arguing with Elphie and blah blah blah. But to have her like walk with the shoes was always going to be like quite problematic. So I'm loving this. I'm kind of loving that they're like just showing this in the trailer actually. But they're having her fly instead, which I think is cool. Like that's a nice way to get around it. Yeah, love that they actually like properly spoke to Marissa about this and like took her ideas on board. And like this is a great thing about having characters played by actors who have the same lived experience as them. You actually get like this just like much more interesting and in-depth and way less hurtful kind of storylining stuff, and I think that's really special. So I'm really happy to see that. And I love that they're like little glowy slippers, because I'm assuming they can't make them ruby slippers. Well, I guess, can they not? Like, is that the reason that they made them silver, was because they can't because of like copyright? Or I mean, I know that this shoes were originally silver in the books, and so the ruby slippers is more of a like MGM thing. But uh, anyway, I am wondering whether the red glow is like just as a nod to the ruby slippers, or if they're going to like continue to be a red glow, which would be cute. Either way, love this whole scene. And I love that they're like red hot glowing, like they look like they're like they've been put in the fire, like giving me very much OG like Brothers Grimm Cinderella, right? Yeah, Cinderella, where she like at the end, oh no, she does it to the step mom, maybe. Anyway, whoever it is, one of the evil ones, she like enchants them so that they glow like red hot and they can't come off her feet, and she dances until she dies. It's like iconic horror, body horror love. Okay.
Because I knew you.
Okay. Okay, so we have Elfie. Okay, we have Elfie and Glinda like dancing together again in the wizard's room, it looks like, or at least whatever this rainbow room is, the gay room, you know. I was being too subtle apparently. They're dancing together, they're loving each other, they're doing the little like cutie cute. So are they like, when is this, and is it all going to be okay? Do they actually, are they going to end up? I really 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 hope that even if they don't like end up together, I'm not crazy, okay, I know that it's unlikely, but even if they don't, I really hope that they change it so that like the ending of the original musical is that like Glinda never knows that Elfie is actually alive, and the ending of the book is that Elfie actually dies. And I don't think that they're going to have Elfie actually die. But I would really like it if they change it so that Glinda knows that Elfie's alive. And then we get a little like wink to the audience, and like that they will still get their happy ending together. And like, fuck Fear. Or whatever. He can be there, but like, no, I love, he's fine. I just want my lesbians to be happy. That's all. I just want them to be at least in each other's lives. Because, you know, when you wake up next to him in the middle of the night. Okay, pause again. I just realized they're dancing with the wizard. So, of course, right, that is the scene. Is Wonderful reprise, I think. Is that what it is? Oh, not a reprise, sorry, it's just Wonderful. And then he's like, you know, trying to regain her favor by agreeing to like set the animals free, and then she sees that Dr. Dillamond is in amongst the monkeys and can't speak anymore, and so she like rejects him. So I guess that could just be the sad scene of them being like, maybe we can be best friends again, and then her being like, you bitch, you betrayed me. But I think that I'm still going to hold out hope because of the like the plan. And I'm going to go back to 247. Also love the group dances again. Okay, we get another hug, another cry. That might be in for good, of course, but I think maybe it's possible that before that they just like, they know that they love each other. Maybe for good is going to be the point where they're like, okay, let's have a plan together, you and me, let's figure this out, and that's when they decide to fake her death. It's possible. Okay, fear, whatever.
Think of what we could do together.
Think of what we could do together. That looks like they're sitting on the thing that where I saw they had the beautiful glittery pink, and they're going off into the sunset together while they're going into the beautiful glittery pink together. Gay. So interesting. That doesn't happen in the musical. Just saying. So I just think it's possible. It's possible that we might get them being in love. Man, I think so. All right, let me just hear this last for good and cry. Let me just go back and hear this final phrase.
Think of what we could do together.
November 21. Okay, am I watching it again? Maybe I will. That was fantastic. But I feel like I need to, yeah, I need to have like a singular watch. You maybe don't need to see this, but I'll make reactions. I'll be like, what? Ah, okay. Okay. Saturated. No Good Deed sounds amazing. Oh, I've just realized that Alfie is actually with Fiora when she sees the like the wind. Oh my god, the windmill, the whirlwind, typhoon, tornado. Thanks. For good. Oh. It's really good. It's really good. Yeah, I think I might enjoy it. I think I might have fun. I might have fun if I go and see it. I might see it. I might. Like, I might go if I have time. Like, if I'm not busy that weekend, like I might go. Um, yeah. I I don't really have much else to say, I don't think. Let me sit on that. I'm just excited, okay? Like I just think that this is going to be great and it is giving me hope that this is going to be a bit more like Glinda and Elphaba focused in terms of like a positive ending for them slash a positive ending for Glinda. I just always did I always thought, and again, I say this in part 2 if you'd like to go and have a look at that. I just think that it is kind of against like a it's not against Elphaba's arc, but it's kind of against like how I would expect the arc to go if it was well done. Sorry. Um for her okay. The fact that she ends it in the musical giving up her cause, going and living with her boyfriend and like leaving her best friend and the entirety of Oz, including the animals, behind, uh it just never really sat right with me, you know, like it just doesn't seem like the kind of thing that Alpha would do. It makes sense in the book for her to die, unfortunately, because I feel like that's the only way that we would see Elfie just like giving up on that, on like changing the animals' lives. Like the whole reason that part 1 happens, or the whole reason that part 2 happens, is because she's seen what's happened to the animals and she's like, no, I'm not going to let that happen. So for her to just kind of suddenly decide like this is all a little bit too much and I just want to go and live a soft life with my boyfriend and never see anyone again. And also, like, I don't know, the idea that if the wizard is gone and Morrible is in prison and your friend is now in charge nominally or whatever, like why would you not then take that opportunity to be like, at the very least, even if you were not on good terms at that point, which they are, like they've just sung for good to each other, they know that they like love each other, it's fine. Like even if you were not on good terms, but you know that like Glinda is mostly in your corner, and like the two people who are in power but were going against you with the whole like animal thing, like at the very least you would be like, let's just wait it out a couple weeks until Glinda has it like all under control and then we can come back in and she can take over the thing of like releasing the animals, but we've got like a plan in place. I think this is why I think it makes a lot of sense that they would have a plan in place. And also, let me take these off because they're making my ears hurt. Um yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense for there to be a plan in place and for them to have like some kind of like, yeah, they're working together. I think that makes the most sense. And then like I think it makes sense that together they would have decided to fake Elfie's death and to then kind of like have the ongoing thing. And I mean, sure, the one thing that I'm unsure of is like, is Glinda a good enough actress? I know Ari is, but is Glinda a good enough actress to do that first scene where she tells everybody that the Wicked Witch is dead, but she's like crying about it? Like, that seems unusual if she knows that Elfie is alive. But maybe she is more crying about the fact that, like, she's seeing all these people hating the woman that she loves. I would cry about that, to be fair. And like burning an effigy of her, like, that isn't the craziest thing someone could do. These bloody munchkins. Hate them. Hate them. Assholes. Anyway, tangent. I think that there is a lot in this trailer. I'm very excited. So we're gonna get it November 21. Oh, we're so close, guys. We're so close. It's so close. I'm so excited. Okay. Yeah. You know that actually, just to bring it back to me, that might be when I finally get access to my new house. So maybe I can do the video about that. I'm gonna try and do some other videos in between. But maybe I can do the video about Wicked from my new place. That would be exciting. So I'll have a new backdrop. I have like some things that I had put together because I was like, I wanted to do like a new backdrop and like take it more seriously, etc. And then of course things just like got super busy, so I haven't had time. But I bought myself a poster of Sappho that I'm going to be framing, and so hopefully not next video because I'm probably not going to have time, but I might try and film something this weekend, and I don't have time to go and get a frame for her. But hopefully you'll be seeing Sappho very soon in the back because I wanted to have a little mascot, and I just felt like who better than our Lord and Savior, lesbian Jesus, who in this case I don't mean Hayley Kiyoko and I do mean Sappho, because if you don't think that a Greek lesbian from the ADs, is that when she's from? Pause 1 second. I was wrong. She's even older than that. From the BCs, 630 to 570 to be exact. But if you don't think the OG Greek lesbian, the one who gave us the word lesbian, again, not sure if that's true, but she was from Lesbos and she wrote gay poetry and she was hot. So I feel like these are all signs to say I want her to be my muse and I want her to sit right here behind me so that I can be like, hey bitch. And whenever I'm feeling like I don't know what I'm talking about, I can just look to her and I feel like she will direct line from me to Sappho and she'll tell me the gay little thoughts that I should have. Anyway, I'm getting off track once again. I really enjoyed this and it was nice to remind myself that I do actually quite like doing this. I think the thing that I need to remember is actually the thing I don't enjoy as much as the editing, just because it takes me so long, especially because I do really rambly videos like this and they're long as fuck. But I do like talking to you guys. It's just that maybe one day when this is not just a thing that I do for free and for fun and for gigs, by which I mean giggles, I will maybe pay someone to do my editing. That would be nice. I can't afford that. But maybe one day. Maybe one day. And then who knows? Maybe I'll be able to put out more videos. But anyway, in the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. I'm genuinely so excited to see the new movie now. Yeah, I was like, I think I've said this like a number of times over this video, but I genuinely was a little bit like concerned, worried, anxious that maybe like the just like deep love of Wicked had kind of dissipated a little bit because it's been so long since I've like had much to do with it. There's not been like a crazy amount of fanfic to read. So like guys, get on it, okay? Because I need to, well, anyway, I'm back. I'm back, baby. It's fine. But yeah, I was shocked. I was shocked by that reaction because she was strong. She was strong. Um but yeah, very exciting. And I will be seeing you for my reaction to the movie, of course. And I hope you enjoy that. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any other videos that you would like me to do, please let me know. Um, the ones that I currently have planned are I watched the Twilight movies again the other day, and I don't think I've watched them since I was like 16. I know, crazy, blasphemy. But I had like a little Twilight sleepover party with my friends. It was really cute and fun. Anyway, I'll tell you all about it. But I was like, these movies are shockingly gay. So I'm going to talk about that. And then I also want to do like a retrospective on Steric because, as I've been saying, if anybody, if anybody in this world should talk about Steric, I think it should be me because your girl was obsessed. But once again, it is one of those things where I was like, it has been like quite a long time since I've been in my Steric phase. Like I was 18, 19 when I was like really, really obsessed with Teen Wolf. And I hadn't realized like I was that young. And so like watching some of the like clips and things again, which like genuinely I like when I say Tumblr girly, I mean Tumblr girly. Like Steric was my number one. So I watched scenes with them over and over and I read so much fanfic. So I do have this like deep well of knowledge in me about Teen Wolf and Steric that is like never gonna go, it's never gonna go away because she's deep in my soul, okay? But it is a little weird watching it now that I am, you know, slightly older, let's say. And it's, you know, it's just a bit strange being like, oh, these are children. Um, I mean, they're children in the show, and to me, because they're only like 23 or whatever, they're children as actors. um, but you know, beautiful, beautiful children who are wonderful, wonderful MTV actors. CW, MTV, MTV. Anyway, we're going on a rant once again, but I would just like to say those are possible things that will be coming up. So a little bit of Twilight for my Twilight fans, a little bit of Steric for my Teen Wolf fans. Also wanting to do a vampire video of some kind for Interview with a Vampire because I have been obsessed. But I have too many other things that I want to do, so I'm just going to at least focus on those two because, as you can tell, I am incapable of doing the things that I say that I'm going to do until I'm literally sitting in front of the camera and making them. And that is when I should say I'm going to make this video next because apparently otherwise my word means nothing and I am very unreliable to myself and others, and I regret it just as much as you do. So you're welcome. Anyway, love you very much and can't wait to see you in the next one. And Wicked is gay. Bye.